All right, so this is how inside of Appraisal Inbox on an appraisal order, you can export the details to the new UAD 3.6 format. And so the benefit of this format is it's transportable. So no matter who your form provider is, as long as they are ready and they have the ability to import MISMO XML UAD 3.6 file format, which is a zip file, you should be good to go. And even if other people on your team use a different report writing software, as long as it has that ability to import the UAD 3.6 MISMO XML zip file, you should be good to go. So here we have an appraisal set up in Appraisal Inbox. We already have it assigned. It is a single family residential, traditional, and we already have the engagement information set up. So it's an AMC order that's addressed to a lender. You have your fee and your basic details like that. And it also, when we set the order up, reached out to public records and grabbed property information from the public records. And once you're ready to export this order and start typing the report in your provider of choice, you go to the upper right-hand corner, click Export, and then you'll see you have several options that have been here before for a while. So you have CSV, Excel, JSON, Total, Legacy, and then you have Export to UAD 3.6. So you're going to want to click that, and it's going to bring up a section where you can go through and select exactly what you want to transfer over to your form software. And this is aligned with the UAD 3.6 sections. So you can see here a title, and then under each one, it shows you the exact section that it maps to. And the reason that it starts at 2 and then it skips around, it goes from 4 to 8, is because with our software, we're focused on the order management side of things. And some of these are analysis related and things like that, inspection related, and we don't necessarily transfer all of that over. If you want to just go ahead and just export it, you can click Export these 36 fields. If you want to check out and verify each one, you can do that. And so it's going to export some of the engagement information, subject property data, also site data, like zoning and whatnot, and it shows exactly which field it will export to. And then dwelling exterior. One thing that I did notice with this property, the public records are actually wrong. There is no basement here, so I'm going to uncheck that so it doesn't transfer over. And then I'm going to briefly go through the rest. They show you some other details like sales history and whatnot, and that will all transfer over. So it looks like we have 35 fields to export. So go ahead and click that, and it's going to download a zip file, and that file will look something like this. It'll have the appraisal file number, address, and today's date. And so then I'm going to switch over to a report writing suite. So in this case, we have a suite called Appraisal Pro, and I'm going to open that up, and they were one of the first that were ready with the 3.6 format. And so we will be able to import that, and your own software suite might work a bit differently, but it's generally the same idea. So for Appraisal Pro, we go into Open. We find Open MISMO Documents, and we can see here it supports 3.6. So click that, find wherever you downloaded that in your file system, open it. Then here, Appraisal Pro is going to do a little magic and map the fields over. And as you can see here, we have the assignment information, and we have the reference ID, reason, and that sort of stuff. And then it maps to the appraiser information, the AMC, the lender, depending on what the situation is. We have our subject property. It mapped through what it could from public records, saving you some time. And then we have a few other things like site that it maps through to, like your zoning code and your total site square footage and details like that to help speed up the data entry on your 3.6 forms.